we're going to discuss about a VPN, virtual private network. Virtual private network it is. So why we need a VPN? Okay, and what is these leased line or a dedicated lines? A leased line is a reserved circuit between two communication points that is always active, rented for monthly fee. It means the leased lines are dedicated, meaning that any bandwidth associated with the leased line is solely for private organizational unit. It is fixed bandwidth and stable connection. So here it is. I've opened my paintbrush. Okay. So look at here, guys. This is my organization. So think like this is my new head office. Head office. Okay. And it is in New York, for example. It is in New York. It is in New York site. Okay. So in this one, I have a different type of servers. Okay. Like a database servers are there, web servers are there, SAN storages are there. Okay. SAN storages are there. Some other authentication servers like an Active Directory service servers are there. Okay. So this is my infrastructure. Okay. Guys, point to point understand. Just a simple points only, point to point understand. Okay. You are in this office. For example, this is a user in the same office building. You want to access this particular server. For example, this is a database server. You want to connect a database server and access it. Okay. So what type of communication it is? Is a LAN communication or a WAN communication or MAN communication? Both are in same building. LAN. Very good. It's a LAN. So I don't need to have any internet connection here. Simply there is a server room and I'm in the same network. I can directly connect in the LAN. So it means it is our private network. It means our private network. Better type. The mouse is also having some. It is our private network. So we can use our happily private IP addresses here. Okay. If someone in the internet want to access, okay, so want to access your thing. For example, this is a web server. You want to access your website. What web server is providing? The website, right? You will access through the website. Okay. Someone is in the internet, so they want to access your website through public. Public, it means internet. Through internet, you want to access. Okay. So then we need a public IP address for it. He's not accessing your web server. He's accessing website. Simply, I open a website. So there is a website. I open a website. I can able to see the content in the web page manner. I'm not accessing what is the inside a server. What are the files in the server? I'm not accessing. I'm accessing a website. Okay. So that is we can able to put in publicly. But we should not put our servers into the internet, right? Directly, we cannot put our servers into internet. Services access, we'll put it into internet publicly. We can able to. Okay. So that is another point. So keep it that point in mind. So here it is another scenario, not another scenario, same scenario only, little additional. For example, I have an office in India, in Hyderabad. I have a office. This is another office. It's a branch office. Okay. So here it is. A user want to access. Both are in the same organization. Both are same organization. This user want to access a server or storage services. Okay, or authentication services. You want to access here. This is in one geographical location. This is in different geographical location. This is this different line and this is another line. And already I told one point it is, we cannot directly put it into internet directly. If it is in internet, we can access. Anybody can able to access. Okay. But this is one private network. This is another private network. If this guy want to access here, forget about it. So I will ask only one simple question. It is two different geographically located. Yeah, right. Okay. So what we need a WAN connectivity. Geographically different places. So they need to connect and communicate each other. That is WAN. Here it is not internet. We are extranet we are using. So this is another private. This is another private. Both are having a WAN connectivity. So then they can able to communicate each other. Not only that one, guys. Here it is a database server. Other database server I will put it. Maybe there is a web server. Maybe for this region, some other servers I will keep it here. So I want to connect these things from here to here. Okay. These are also should be connected to each other. So what we need a WAN connectivities. You know, these service providers, so you have to ask a service provider, means of course the WAN service provider kind of stuff. Service provider means internet service provider is there. So internet is a direct public network. These are also internet service providers. They are creating a dedicated line between this the New York office to our Hyderabad office. It is a dedicated line. It means it is a fixed line, not a physical line. It is. So they will create in their ISP. In India, for example, Airtel is a ISP. In New York, some other ISP, British airline is sorry. There is a telecom services there. Okay. So what they will do? They will do a tie-up between both the things. So he is asking, so this is in India, in for Airtel, this is my network, I want to connect there. So they will establish a connectivity between these two organization, a dedicated line. In this line, no other network people won't come. No other, I am cannot able to access this network. Okay, from outside. Okay, no others people are not allowed here. It's like your private line only. Okay, it's not a broadband, it is a fixed line. What is meant by broadband or internet is there, no?
So this line
What
is
is a
private,
broadband?
like so this line is private physically or just virtually?
Yeah, this is virtually private. Physically, not one single line. We cannot put a one physical line from Hyderabad to New York. Okay, the wire is not directly existing. But there is a connectivity, sir. There are different types of connectivities. So within that connectivity, they will take one separate line from there. Okay. So they will create a formation. So like this is the connectivity and this bandwidth is dedicated for this people. And with that bandwidth line means within that line, it is like a private. No others are allowed to access. Okay. Broadband is, okay, we are getting a 40 Mbps, 100 Mbps, 200 Mbps broadband lines we are getting. Broadband lines we are getting. Okay. Broadband lines we are getting. So even though you take a 40 Mbps broadband line, it is not 40 Mbps. It is up to 40 Mbps. It means you may get a 10 Mbps, 20 Mbps, 30 Mbps, depends upon the traffic. It means in this line, everybody travels with their own packet. Okay. So the bandwidth is, for example, early morning, if same connection, if I do it at morning 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, I'll get 100% speed. If I'm connecting now, speed is little bit reduced. And if I'm connecting in evening time, so everybody is, Instagram, everything, they will do it. So obviously traffic increases till the night. So night, obviously people will, most of the people disconnect and sleep, right? So again, the bandwidth is more bandwidth you'll get. So it's a broadband, the bandwidth is up to bandwidth, not a dedicated bandwidth. And it is a public. So anybody can able to go to that one. Just like a highway road. Think like you have a road, main road is there. So even it is a very broad road. So if traffic increases, morning after 9 o'clock, traffic increases, you cannot travel. Right? So it take lot of time to reach the destination in the traffic, right? But if you go, if you start at 8 o'clock or 7 o'clock, you can reach faster. Why? Because of less traffic. Okay, so the bandwidth varies. Bandwidth is not actually varies, depends upon the traffic. You feel the bandwidth strength. Okay, and then everybody can able to elevate. Here it is. In this is a dedicated line. These lines only allowed for the traffic only for between this New York office to Hyderabad office. It is a dedicated. Even you taken a 10 Mbps site. Okay, you take a narrow line. Some people in certain cities like a Hyderabad or a Pune locations have seen both the cities. Okay, small lines are there in between houses and all small lines. Only one bike can able to go. Okay, this is very narrow line. With a narrow line, we can reach faster. I'm travel from our office to my home. So usually in Hyderabad, what happened? So main road is completely busy, full stop. So I will take some turns and go to the small roads. I will reach faster. But number of kilometers increases, but I can reach faster. So what is the difference is, so entire road is free, so I can happily go as fast I can able to. And I don't need to stop first of all. I can maintain 30, 40 kilometers per hour. I can easily reach. And in main road, I can cross more than 10 also. Okay. So thing is, it's a dedicated line. Of course, they don't put a one single wire from this to that side, but the service provider will take care of the dedicated lines, like how the circuit should be. There is circuits will be there, so connectivity. So this is the line, entire line is private for this organization. Of course, they don't do any encryption here because it is already private. No one is not allowed inside this line. Okay, so that is what I said. It's a leased line. It's a reserved circuit between two communication point that is always active, rented for monthly or yearly. You have to pay. Okay. These lines are dedicated means that any bandwidth association with the leased line is solely for private and organizational purpose. Okay, so it's a fixed bandwidth, stable connectivity is there. Always connectivity is there, compulsory. And here you can see there is a different standards are there. T1, T2, T3, T4, E1, E2, E3, E4 standards are there for this bandwidths. There is no 10 Mbps, 20 Mbps. There's a different standard connectivities are there. Okay. So T1 line, the T1 line, so it's 1.544 Mbps or 1544 kbps. Even line is 2.048 Mbps. Okay, like a T2 line is the T3 line. These are the leased line, there the default bandwidth kind of stuff. Okay, so here also I put some other kind of stuff. Okay, same diagram only, just for our understanding. Guys, understand what is a dedicated line? Dedicated line means it's a fixed bandwidth line and provide a stable connectivities. Okay, the bandwidth is not varies based on the public traffic kind of stuff. Always bandwidth is same. Okay, and it is feel like a this person. It's a actually it is a WAN connectivity, but this guy is connecting to this server just like how this guy is connected in a LAN. Okay, so how this user is in the same building is connected to this server is using his own private IP address. Same way with that same private IP address, this person in the other office also can be connected. How he can able to connect? Like this, he will going to access this one. Okay, so just like how this guy is connected, the in the LAN connectivity, same way is connecting. That is the point. Okay, so it's not like that you are connected to WAN or not. So it is simply say you are connected. It is just like you are connected in a local network only. Okay, the WAN points are taken care by organization. This is good, but there is a one small problem. What is the problem is I have a branch office, another branch office, but it is a very small branch. For example, in our actually it is not there now. Of course, Noida is there. Still Noida is there, but I am like to say it's Pune. Okay, Pune, Noida branch is also there, and they are also keeping the certain servers for their local storage purpose, maybe a file servers, authentication servers. Okay, so they're also having a certain servers inside, and there is also a people required to connect your network. Okay, but we cannot provide a legal lines sometimes for certain things because of legal lines are very costly. Important is legal lines are very costly and we need a dedicated public IP addresses for legal lines. And you have to pay monthly. The cost of for a dedicated lines is compared to normal internet bandwidth is very high. And not every place you cannot put these legal lines because of at both of the ends of organizations, we have to put a separate equipment for connectivity, like a separate router side kind of stuff. Okay, we have to configure that one. Okay, so it is not always good. Okay, so it's a cost is always optimization, guys. It is so really a big branch office or really a head office is bigger. So we can create a legal lines from there to here. Okay, so we can do it. Some places, certain branch offices, or maybe some organizations, we cannot create these legal lines. And one more is people do work from home kind of stuff. People are doing work from home kind of stuff also there, right? So I will keep it this one here. Okay. People are doing work from home. Okay. Of course, we are directly connected to internet. We don't require a okay. I am not required any VPN connectivities here. Okay. So just think like this. I'm working on this particular servers. Okay, specific storage related, or maybe I have to monitor that infrastructure. I have to deploy an application. I'm a developer. I have to do some application deployment. I have to test that application, or maybe I have to do certain changes in that applications. So I have to connect here. How to connect here? I am in the home. I have to connect to my infrastructure. I'm in a branch office. I have to connect to my head office, so then I can able to do some. Even I have to sync between these servers. So what will happen, guys? It is so we cannot provide a leisure lines for the home user, right? I'm here in my home. Maybe tomorrow I may be in traveling. Day after tomorrow I may be in the some different place. Every place I go, so company won't provide a leisure lines, right? Okay. I'm here now, Alan. So next week I went to my hometown. I cannot do it now, but everywhere you go, there is a one thing is common. What is that? Internet. Okay. Wherever you go, internet is common. As I said now, so I'm here as simple with my mobile phone, I can able to access internet. Okay. But so any place you are nowadays, you can able to get a internet. Even if I go to my grandmother's village, so it is a village, even we can get sometimes we can get a internet connectivity also. So people can able to access internet. Okay, and we can connect. Instead of trying to build a leisure line, sometimes some branch offices, certain type of branch offices, it's a small branch offices, not required a leisure line. That much worth is not there, that much cost. You don't need to put it to give it to the small offices, right? Home users, people able to connect from their home and different places. So then, so for them also leisure lines you cannot provide. So what we are doing is the solution is VPN. The solution is VPN. What is this VPN? Will do it. VPN is a server. Either you create that VPN services in a Windows server or a Linux server or in a firewalls. In a certain firewalls having a built-in feature called a VPN feature. Okay. So for certain type of users, okay, so it will be allowed it. So that point I will tell second time. Okay. This is a VPN. This side also in a branch offices, if you are in a branch office, you are able to connect this internet, right? So here also they will put a small firewall VPN site connectivities. So what they will do for synchronization purpose, they will create a both VPN. So site to site, this site to this site. So what happened? This is a private network, same as this private network. This is a private network, this is a private network, and this is a private network. This private and this private are just like in a same LAN network, look like a same LAN network because of this dedicated line. Here also same thing we wanted. So this private network should be communicate with this private network over the internet. But when you are connected to internet, so you will be exposed. So what this VPN will do it create a channel. It create a channel between this VPN here. Okay, inside. It created a what channel between this to this. Whenever a VPN connection is established, VPN to VPN connection is established over the internet, a channel, a private channel will be created. Depends upon what type of channel they are doing. So L2TP, layer 2 tunneling protocol. Okay, SSTP, secure tunneling protocol. One more is there, IKE, Internet Key Exchange, GRE type of tunnelings are there. Okay, so depends upon VPN configuration. So it create a channel. So all your data, all your communication has to go with this one channel only. For example, this server is required to synchronize the data to this server. So they will directly, just like both are, just look like, 1 second, guys. There is a sound. Okay, what will happen here? So both servers, this server and this server, this device and these devices are connected just like they are connected in the same LAN network only. It's not like they are connected to two different IP addresses or two different physical networks. Okay, so they are just like connected. They look like they are connected in the same LAN, same private network only over the internet. So this is one private network, that is another private network. Both are connected and both are communicating over internet. So that is what we are saying about a VPN. And another point is also there, home network. I am connected to internet. I can connect it to internet from anywhere, anytime. But dedicated lines are we cannot provide from anywhere, anytime, right? So what happened? These users dedicated. So I have to request to my organization. I want to work from home. So I need a VPN connectivity. Other there is specific people are do the work from home kind of stuff. So there are having a permission to connect VPN. They use AAA or radius servers or active directories. Authentication system is there. So that means there is a specific users. Okay? There is a specific users using radius AD or AAA servers are there. The specific users are there, like a user one, user two. So I allow these users to access through VPN, for example. So there is a user one trying to connect to the VPN. First, over the internet, he is trying to connect it to the VPN. The VPN, it is in the border. See, this is the public side. This is private side. Okay. From public side, I can able to reach the VPN and I give my username and password. So what happened? So I given my username and password. So what will happen? The VPN understand your request. So this is a username sent for authentication. Is this user is allowed to access VPN? Is the password is correct or not? Okay, first it will verify the authentication. Then authorization. Yes, this user is can able to connect it through VPN. So once it is got authorization, what VPN is doing? Same thing as this. It create a channel between this VPN to this user desktop or laptop, not network. Okay, it create a channel between that VPN server to users laptop or desktop, between them. Okay, so this channel is a channel, is a private channel in the internet. Okay, it is data is encrypted when you are traveling. You are also traveling in the same internet. I am also traveling in the my packets also in the same internet, the same broadband. but you others cannot able to read your data. If someone is trying to find what is the content in your packets, they cannot do it because of in the VPN connection we use encryption. Data is encrypted and data is travel through a specific channel, a private channel, it will do it. So virtual private network over the internet, we can able to connect and communicate like a you are communicating in the private network. Okay. So once the connection is established, your device will get a separate IP is than your public IP. Okay. So this is so totally about your VPN. Okay. Guys, understand somewhat about a VPN? There is a few lines. Virtual private network, a service that helps you to stay private online. Means actually you are connected to the public network, but from from your device to the your organization private network, both will communicate just like you are communicating in the same building. Okay. VPN establish a secure encrypted connection between your computer and the internet, provide a private tunnel for your data and communication while you are using public network. So guys, so what is a VPN? There's a multiple statements are there. Which statement you feel is better? You can tell that one. So, but not very small. Okay, a service that help you to stay a private online. It is not exactly the word. This is the correct one. One of the correct one. Okay, VPN establish a secure encrypted connection between your computer and the internet, providing a private channel for your data and communications while you use public network. So I'm using a public network over the internet. I'm connecting to my private network by securing the network, and the network is secured, encrypted, and there is a private tunnel. So through the private tunnel only, I am communicating to my private network or the public network. Okay. So different tunnels are there. As I said, now PPTP, point-to-point tunneling protocol, SSTP, secure SSTP. It is layer 2, secure shell or something is there. Okay, SSTP. Layer 2 tunneling, IKE, IPSec, okay, GRE tunneling also there. The MS, this is for authentication. Radius servers, Active Directories, AAA servers for authentication and authorization. Which user should be connected, which user should not be allowed to connect. If user is allowed to connect, so then only that user is able to connect. This is another statement is VPN uses end-to-end encryption to provide you with online privacy and security. It routes your data through encrypted channel. This is a connected one only. So nobody can see what you are doing it on the internet, expose your identity. Even if hackers intercept your encrypted traffic, they don't able to view its content. Even someone is hack your packets. So they cannot see your content. Why? Because of data is encrypted. It's your data. Okay. And another few points, it is VPN is safe and cheaper than leased lines. Why we should use a VPN is compared to leased lines. Okay, so we use a compared to leased line, VPN is a cheaper. User connected to remote infrastructure like connecting in a local network. Okay, So I'm connecting to my remote server, which is in my organization private network. Just like how I connected if I'm in their office. Same way I will connect, same kind of IP address only. Okay. Where we cannot able to use leased lines connection, their VPN works. So we cannot establish the leased lines. We cannot establish leased lines in certain places and certain things like not geographical. I'm not talking about it, guys. Not only that one, and because not only just geographical part. I'm also talking about um, what we can say means cost optimization. So the laser line cost in some places it's not necessary to put that much put it, but laser lines are laser lines only. Okay, why? Because of laser lines are fixed bandwidth. It's a direct dedicated line. It is a dedicated private line for that organization only. So no other traffic is not allowing. So no need to do any encryption in that one. Simple direct organization to organization we can connect it. But it is there is a cost. So that for cost result is also there. You do you really require to put that cost for that specific connection or not? That is the organization will decide. So why that in case the laser lines is not worth of putting for this particular branch or particular places, so then they will go for VPN. Okay, and other things is like a home user kind of. As I said, people not in the office, so people will roam some places. It is required to they have to go from one place to another place. So definitely, they have to use VPN. Different VPN servers are guys. We can make our Windows server as a routing and remote access server. Now it is routing remote access server. It is in Linux also you can create a VPN. In the firewalls, there is a specific types of firewalls. In the specific models, there is a VPN feature. We can make that firewall as a VPN connector. So it will take the connectivity from public and verify the user identity with authentication servers like a Radius server or Active Directory servers. So if it is user is authenticated and check the authorization, user is able to connect or not. Once it is there, so that what is this VPN is doing? It establishes secure channel. Means it's a tunnel. Secure channel means they create a private tunnel between the VPN server to the client computer. Client computer, not client network. Okay, to the user's computer, it create a tunnel. Using the tunnel, user is can able to access the organization private network as he is in the office. Okay, so that is about your VPN. pfSense, Palo Alto, Dell, SonicWall, TP-Link, SafeStream. Okay, some gigabit VPN router is also given. Okay, I have searched in different places and found these things. Okay, there is a mainly 4 types of VPNs are there. You can try these different VPNs in the Google also. Okay, 4 types of VPNs are there. Site-to-site VPN. As I said, here it is an organization, main office, and here some branch office is there. From here to here, we create a site-to-site VPN. It means it is already from that firewall and this firewall, both side will configure the VPN connectivity. So when it is turned on automatically, the connect is automatically established. It is dedicated. So enter this office people who are working in the office, the devices in the office servers, storage in the office also connect through this site-to-site VPN. One private to another private networks we can connect. That is called a site-to-site. Okay. remote access VPNs. Remote access VPNs, these are the remote access VPNs. So user is travel from one place to another place, or maybe he want to work from home or from connecting from his home internet connectivities. Okay, so that is called a remote access. Remote access VPNs. Personal VPNs. Personal VPN means so he has his own network. The user is having some person having a own network like his desktops, use TVs and all. They want to connect access remotely with his own personal VPN. Mobile VPN, already in mobile phones to secure your mobile data. So you make secure your data transactions from your mobile, so they can use the VPN part. Okay, guys, this is about your dedicated connection and VPN. And you have got a very good answer, that is LAN and WAN. So you understand very good. Because you told that answer, that is even I didn't expect. So that's the good one. Yeah. Tell me, guys, anything? Any questions regarding dedicated lines, VPNs, types of VPNs?
Sir, can you explain leased line one more time, sir?
Okay.
How it is connected
Uh,
specifically?
that is not much easy. Okay. It's not much easy. It is care by ISPs. Service providers are there. No? So, for example, in Hyderabad, I have an office. In New York, I have an office. So, I have to reach the Hyderabad service providers. Anything, Airtel, Sahara, HCL, Ticona, okay, BSNL. So I want this type of connectivity. There is my office in New York. That is there. I have a IP address. Public, that is a private network inside. So outside is a public network. So here it is my private network, and this is the public net. So they will go to check with the remote side, means New York side service provider place. Both are agree. So this is the connection I am giving. So this is the connection I am getting, like that. So they will establish the connectivity. They create a connectivity in between. So that channel is completely private channel. Okay. So normally dedicated means what we think, we put a one wire, direct physical wire. So we cannot put physical wire. So there are channeling our network. So that is not allowed to anyone. Outsiders cannot be any other traffics cannot allowed in this particular channel. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So yeah, of course, people who are communicating in between means this user is accessing this server, or maybe this user is accessing this server or this server. It just look like they are all connected in the same LAN network only. But really, it is connected through a WAN connectivity, which is taken care by service provider, and no public traffic, no google.com, no youtube.com works here. Okay. So only the connectivity. It's like that. For internet, they put a separate network.
So, sir, if we want to serve the other websites also, like youtube.com, facebook.com, all, we can serve it from this WAN,
Actually, if you are in the
from the lease,
dedicated network,
from the lease line. Yeah.
yeah, they will restrict it. Actually, no other public network to dedicate. So what they will do generally, they will use separate additional connectivity for internet purpose.
Okay.
Okay, because in public, packets can be different types of packets. Hackers are there. Okay, so in dedicated connection, so if you are allow the public internet connectivity in it, we can allow it, but we restrict it. If you are allow it, what will happen? Any person can come and hack your system, right? They can destroy your entire infrastructure. Data is important, no? All the data centers, okay, services, servers. There is a possibilities. So, and It is not for public traffic also. It's not given for any public traffic. It is dedicated also.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Even in a VPN, whenever, if you have a brother or sister working in IT, so when they are connected in VPN, if you ask, can I use some YouTube, or can I use can I check my email? So what they will, no, no, no. I am connected in VPN, so you cannot use your personal kind of stuff. Okay. So when they are
Yes, sir.
disconnected to VPN, then only we can able to use it, because the traffic will go through this VPN. Okay. So how it will work? It is works like this. It go to VPN, like you open YouTube, first it will go to the VPN server and then go to this network, and it will access its public network like that. Okay. So that company people see there is some packet, outside packet is came to our private network. That's why those people will say, no, 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 I'm connected to VPN, don't use any of these other websites.
Yes, sir.
So last point in a VPN, guys, most of the people, and even I have seen the advertisement, I'd never use mobile
Sir,
VPNs. Yeah, tell
sir,
me,
one
tell me.
more thing, sir. Uh, VPN must be insecure when compared to leased line
Yes,
because VPN, yeah, VPN is extends the private network, right? And leased line does not extending. It is a separate network, dedicated
very good.
network.
Dedicated network is a private channel. It means it is your road. No others are allowed. Whether you put a security guard or not, no problem. Okay, so it is your private road. So you are encrypted it, data encryption is there or not. Not even does not matter, because you are in your own network. Okay, but in a VPN, you are accessing through the public. Compulsory encryption, data encryption is there. Data has to be go through the specific channel in specific channel only. So, okay, because you are traveling in the public. For security, compulsory you have to use the encryption. Okay.
What is the role of firewall in that?
Yeah, firewall is filter the traffic. What type of packets are allowed to connect? What type of packets? What type of protocols are allowed? And what type of protocols or applications are allowed? So firewall will do it. But in certain firewalls, VPN feature is also there. Like instead of using a Windows or Linux server, a specific VPN server, you can use a VPN. You can use a firewall as a VPN connector in your organizations.
Okay, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
it contains that VPN feature inside. Okay, guys, there is a last point for a VPN is just it is a personal point only, not our interview point. Now people think there are in the network. I am in the network. I connected to internet. So people say whatever the things you use a google.com, youtube.com, facebook.com. So internet service providers will know it, government will know it. Yeah, that is know it. No, I don't know it. It is not a problem, because I am in the PAT network, PAT, port address translation network, because in my home, I have a router, for example, okay, and I connected to internet. Yeah, 1 second. It's different sound. I thought it is my home sound. Okay, I'm connected to internet. So public access is this one. This is entirely private. My private IP address does not known by anyone except my ISP. ISP knows my private network. That too, lot of methods are there. Okay, so even for cyber security people, immediately have to complain, and it has to go to ISP. If they trace in the ISP, we can get it. The which private network we are getting this packet. Okay, you're already on secure network, guys. If you are using any legal websites, not at all a problem. If you want to access something illegal website or maybe so different geographical websites, for example, in America, there is a lot of streaming channels are available. For example, Amazon Prime is in India is different, America is different. Amazon is different from India and Amazon.com is different, Amazon.in is different, right? So region-wise, different sites. Netflix, Indian Netflix is different, US Netflix is different. Okay. So for example, I want to access US Netflix. So I need to connect to the US network, right? So I cannot connect from India. From India, you connected to Netflix, it's Indian Netflix only. Only the things given for India. But you want to use Netflix, then so you have to connect, you have to use a VPN. Mobile VPN nowadays, the apps are came now, so you have to connect to this VPN. So you have to go through this VPN and reach this VPN. From here, you can able to access. But who is this VPN services providing? You know the VPN guy, you know Airtel, you know Hathway, you know ACT broadband connections. You're taking internet connection from them. You know VPN. If it is antivirus company related VPN, maybe you can try. Otherwise, guys, don't use that whatever the VPN is available internet. Because sometimes hacker also use a VPN. Hackers actually use VPN, this type of VPNs, to divert the traffic from one place to another place. They use your VPN to divert his traffic. Means he hacked someone and it is diverted to your system. So then also it is danger for you. So really, for any normal websites, normal applications, it's not required to use a VPN. Okay, any remote geographical things you want to access or certain websites are restricted in India, you want to access, so you try to go for VPN. Even that VPN also check the genuinity. Okay, careful when we are using the VPNs for your mobile phone. That's my personal point. Okay, search in a YouTube. It is at least in YouTube. What is the uh, dangerous for if you are using this type of VPNs? Okay, guys. Once again, the important point is about what is a VPN. What is a VPN? A VPN establishes secure encrypted channel between your computer and internet, providing a private channel for your data and communicates while using public network. If you are unable to say this much big line, also you can say it make a connectivity between one private network to another private network over the internet. Okay, over the internet, we can establish a connectivity between one private network to another private network. Okay, and also you can see VPN uses end-to-end encryption to provide you stay with online privacy and security. Okay, VPN is safe and cheaper than leased lines. Under you, where you cannot use leased lines, there VPN works. User connected to remote infrastructure like a connecting in the local network. Okay, so this is about your VPN.
Yes, sir.
So 2-3
Sir,
lines
how
only,
can
guys.
we,
How can we?
sir, how can we create our own VPN, sir?
You cannot create your own VPN. If you want it, then you need at least a public connectivity network. We can do it, but there is some magics you have to do it. So first thing is either you need a firewall or maybe your Wi-Fi router should have certain built-in facility for that one. Okay. So, and important is why we need that VPN for our own is compulsory public access. If you do not have public IP address, so there is a morphing like a DDNS services are there, dynamic DNS services also there, DDNS. If you use that kind of services, we can connect our own private network from public network. Okay, you can use it, and then on top of it, you can try VPN. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, this chapter I downloaded. Okay, so because earlier I kept everything in one place, but now batches wise people are divided. Okay, so okay. Yeah, what I have first thing is, okay, now we can take a break, guys.